Hello, everyone. Caitlin here from Wander and Grow Farms. It's weird saying that still. Anyways, today I'm telling you, let's say 4 tips about how to grow lavender in the comfort of your own home because this plant is a diva and all of us would like $2, 50 plants that were $2 instead of paying $10 for a plant this big on a website because that's what I keep on doing, and I left these in the fridge and I forgot about them and now I have these and I'm about to show you how to do it. Was that too much? Either way, let's grow a diva lavender. I'll show you how. Here we go. All right, first things first, this is the lavender that I got that I've grown from seed. There you go. Can you see them? They're getting there. They're a little leggy. Got some good ones like this one. And the others are a little leggy. So the first thing I did was I took my seeds and I cold stratified them. Lavender requires cold stratification, so they have to like overwinter, the seeds do, before they'll sprout. They require like a 40-degree temperature for 4 to 6 weeks. Mine happened to take 3 months. These are an English variety, so they have a harder coat and a long dormancy period, so maybe that's what took them so long, but usually it's 4 to 6 weeks for cold stratification at 40 degrees. What I did was I took them, I put them on a paper towel that was wet, sprinkled my seeds down, put them in a plastic bag, dated it for March of this year, and put them in my fridge until about 2 weeks ago. I noticed that they were sprouting. Once they sprouted, which I didn't expect to happen in the fridge because it takes like 65 to 70 degrees for them to start sprouting, they did. And I got some of these little leggy ones that I put in the soil very, very carefully. And then I sprinkled the seeds in the soil for the rest of them. And you can see that they're starting to emerge here. Some of them are not so leggy, which is good because I don't want them to be, but anyways, cold stratification is the first part of growing lavender. 40 degrees, 4 to 6 weeks, cold stratification. Second part, once they start to sprout, or after 6 weeks in the coat of the seed is nice and spongy, you can put them in sandy soil. Sandy soil, 14 to 16 hours a day of light, 65 to 70 degrees to sprout. If it was me, I would wait in the fridge to see if any of them did sprout so that you'll know that all of them are quite ready to plant. Once you get them in your sandy soil mix, okay, they need 3 to 4 inch away from the light so they don't get too leggy. This light in our grow tent is extremely strong, so I feel comfortable putting them at this distance because it hurts to look at, okay? I think it's fine. And then just mist the top of them when they seem dry. They do not like soggy roots. They will rot. They will die if their roots stay wet. They are not like a normal seedling. So mist the top of them and they'll do okay. As they get older, they like well-draining sandy soil. So if you have clay soil, it's gonna be really hard to put them outside unless they're in a pot. Once they get 2 to 3 true leaves, you can fertilize with fish emulsion. A quarter strength in water is fine, and that will do them well. This English variety does work on their root systems first, so it takes them a lot longer to start sprouting their true leaves here at the top. You will see a lot of root growth once you start transplanting in this part down here because of the variety that I have selected. This is a cold hardy variety, so it will be okay in the winter time. It works on root growth first. Okay, so they work on root growth first, and they are really slow growing. So this is going to take a lot of time, and it sure did, because I started this in March, and by golly, I did it. But I had already bought 20 plants for $200 and put them in my front yard before these sprouted. So don't be like me. Be patient with your lavender. Be so patient. And you'll get beautiful little seedlings that are a little leggy in some spots. But we'll see how they do. So once they get their 3 to 4 true leaves, you can fertilize. And then once they're 2 inches tall, you can put them in a 3 to 4 inch pot. And see how they do from there. Remember, cold stratification to grow, 40 degrees. once you transplant and they start to sprout, 65 to 70 degrees, 3 to 4 inches away from the grow light, 14 to 16 hours of light a day. Very gentle mist, no soggy roots. And you just wait while they work on their root growth until they're about 2 inches tall. You can fertilize. My bad. They work on their root growth first. So when they get their true leaves, you can fertilize, and then you can transplant into a 3 to 4 inch pot once they're 2 inches tall. We got this. We can do weird stuff. We can do hard stuff. Look at this. Gardening success. Now I'm getting teeny tiny little sprouts in some places. Teeny tiny little babies. Right there. You got this, guys. You can grow lavender. You can do hard things. You can cold stratify in your fridge and forget it for 3 months and just ignore it, and then have seedlings and be super excited about it. Do it. Why not? What's it going to cost you? $2 and 1 paper towel. $2 for seeds and 1 paper towel. You can do this. Another side note, interesting fact about lavender, when it falls off the plant, the seed, when it falls off the plant, there's internal chemistry that doesn't allow all of those seeds to sprout in the next season, which I thought was strange. If you'd like to know the name of them, I have them written right here. Camphor and linalool oil compounds that inhibit germination. So not all of your lavender seeds, if you plant it outside, will sprout. You'll get some one season, some the next season, because of that internal oil chemistry. Isn't that so strange? Like plants, y'all. Plants. So weird. Anyways, thanks for gardening with me. Those are your lavender tips to grow seedlings, or to get to the seedling part. Bye. Oh, like and subscribe. Thanks.